Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Capricorn? Seven of Swords, Aquarius energy at the foundation of the reading, Cappy. Cap, I'm picking up on this energy that's currently surrounding you. It's an energy of feeling like your environment is targeting you. Your environment is attacking you. It's like you're being attacked by the Matrix. Like when Neo, in the Matrix movie, is making moves, and then all of a sudden, all these Agent Smiths will just start pelting him and trying to stop him from moving in a certain direction. It's something like this. It's this unseen force, and I feel like it's showing up in people around you. You may find that people are being rude to you right now. You may have that feeling like you have a target on your back, something like this. But there's a very, very specific reason why this is happening, Cap. It's because you're preparing to graduate on from one cycle in your life and step in to an entirely new season in your life. There's this energy of mastery that I'm picking up from you, Cap. It's like you're stepping into this new season as a boss, but this is more of an energy. There's just something about you that is changing on the spiritual plane. And I feel like this disruptive energy around you are signs that this is taking place in your life. It's as if the divine wants you to feel a sense of disease. It's like recognizing the spiritual disease in the people around you as a means to see how much you've grown, how much you've elevated, and to signal you that you're about ready to be removed from these cycles, however this is showing up in your waking life. And it's going to show up in many different ways. For some of you, it could be living situations, moving on from family dynamics, friends, romantic connections. And it can also be a mindset. I feel that it's going to be a mindset for all of you, but some of you are actually going to see this show up in your physical environment as well, calling for some sort of physical movement. But whatever the case here, Cap, this is why this is taking place. You may be finding yourself looking at the clock right at 222, 333, 444, 555. This actually happened to me today. And I was immediately thinking about you, Cap. I knew that I was going to be doing your reading next. I was getting all these signs and synchronicities in my environment, directing me toward your reading and what may be going on in all of your lives. There's an energy here that wants to disempower you with this Seven of Swords at the foundation, Cap. It's an energy that's making some sort of last-ditch effort to try and knock you down, create some sort of setback in your life, but they're going for your confidence. It's an energy that wants you to feel powerless, wants you to feel scared. But this isn't working. If anything, it's just making you accelerate faster towards this energy, however this is showing up for you. What do we have for the sacral? Ooh, Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy at the sacral. And here's that breaking of the mindset. This represents this energy you're graduating on from. Some of you didn't even see it as being in this sort of light until now. We usually don't see how diabolical and deranged these karmic cycles are until we've moved on from them, or we're preparing to move on from them. But this is representing this mindset I was talking about. It's a lack mindset. It's like this is the tactic they're using against you to try and pull you back into the cycle, thus exposing their hands to you. It's like the demons around you are squirming because they feel you preparing to disengage from this karmic cycle. They're very worried. They don't know where they're going to get their next feed from, Cappy. They don't know where their next narcissistic supply is going to be coming from. The idea of losing you is not something that they're prepared to come to terms with, because they never saw this coming. The Seven of Swords is making me feel like they're trying to utilize these tactics that are no longer working on you. It's like they're looking back. Did Cappy see me? Is Cappy affected by what I'm doing here? They're like, Cappy, where are you? Usually you'd go crazy if I did something like this. Now you're nowhere to be found. It's no longer working, Cap. You've seen the light. There's this very hedonistic, manipulative energy that I'm picking up from these individuals. And I feel like this is something that's taking place astrologically, because I myself have also been feeling this energy of looking back over past karmic cycles in my own life and feeling this sense of amazement that I didn't see what I was surrounded by when I was engaged in these cycles. I feel like this is what you're going through, you're preparing to go through. Looking back and you feel a sense of fear because you almost didn't make it past these cycles. It's amongst all this realization, all this illumination in your life, Cap, that you start to strengthen this connection with the divine, with God, because you start to see how there's no way you would have made it out of those cycles had the divine sent you the signs, the synchronicities, like they are now, to remove you. We're so blinded from the truth when we're engaged in these karmic cycles. We can't see the forest for the trees. Thinking back on these karmic cycles that I couldn't recognize when I was in them as being some of the scariest thoughts I could possibly ever have. There's nothing that really scares me, Cap, but thinking back on those cycles and realizing, had I made one wrong move in either direction, I could have remained in those cycles. That to me is terrifying. Essentially being asleep permanently, not waking up to the truth, being completely indoctrinated into the matrix. There's nothing scarier than that in my mind, Cap. Living a lie. What is scarier than that? Nothing. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Wow, 3 of Wands. Aries energy. And here you are thinking back over everything that's happened. Finally feeling empowered and preparing yourself for the future and what's to come. It's like you've stepped on path. You've made it back home, energetically speaking, back to the divine. You're finally in this energy where you can start communicating your ideas. What I mean by that is you're actually able to collect your thoughts and make some sort of plan for your future. This 3 of Wands is connecting directly to this 7 of Swords at the foundation. You're turning your back to this energy now. And here they are, looking back over to their shoulder and seeing you completely unaffected by their tactics any longer. You've shifted your focus. You've regained control over your destiny. You've realigned with your higher self. You've come online with the divine, and you're preparing to step into this new season now. It's done, Cap. However this is showing up in your life, you're on the verge of stepping into an entirely new timeline. What do we have at the heart, please? 7 of Wands, Leo energy at the heart. It's like you're finally fighting now. You're fighting for what's yours by divine rights. And this is your environment starting to squirm around you, right? Here's all these demons. Could be 6, 7 people in your life that are doing this to you. Family, friends, romantic partners. Usually it's going to be a whole petri dish of people. It's like the Matrix is coming alive and turning on you. This is what this energy is representing. Because you're releasing this heart chakra blockage. See, you've been living in a cycle, essentially living a lie, and holding on to a lot of resentment and bitterness, blocked heart chakra energy, which is all the byproduct of these tactics that these individuals had been using against you to keep you engaged in this karmic cycle. So, as you're pressing forward into this new season in your life, you start to understand that the only way to release that energy is to essentially forgive it silently and press forward. However, it's during these moments that you start to realize that these energies do not want you to heal, essentially showing their hand again, and you're starting to realize that you being engaged in this bitterness and resentment and always feeling like you have to defend yourself is an energy that they actually wanted you to be in. They want you to always feel like you have to fight. There's always a fight. And I feel for a lot of you Cappies out there, you've started to realize that fighting is what's keeping you engaged, when the only way to actually graduate on from these cycles is to lay down your weapons and turn your back to it and press forward in the other direction. Simply put, they're just keeping you in this distracted kind of energy, so you can't focus on your path and heading towards your destiny. 7 of Wands at the heart. What do we have at the throat? Too many cards. What do we have at the throat, please? The Star at the throat. A new hope. I just heard that so clearly, Cap. You've been fighting for so long because you felt like you needed to. But the truth is, the way you graduate on from this cycle is by leaving the fight, allowing the divine to take care of your battles for you, and then voila. It's like this door opens up, this portal, energetically speaking, and you step into this new timeline. It's like a new reality. Miracle kind of energy under divine guidance. See, these energies want to try and destroy your hope, which isn't even possible. Nothing can destroy hope. But hope can be diminished. But once you start to recognize that, what is the core reason why these energies want to keep me engaged in this karmic cycle? You start to understand that it surrounds diminishing your hope as a means to lower your vibration, keep you stifled and facing non-stop delays and obstacles in your life, so you don't step on path and fulfill your destiny. Then it's much easier to lay down your weapons and push forward. What do we have at the third eye? Too many cards. What do we have at the third eye? 6 of Wands. Leo energy at the third eye. Victory. And here you are pushing forward in the other direction. Just like I said. Disengaging. And that's right there at the third eye. So having victory over the matrix surrounding you. It's also an energy of, this is a very interesting message, it's a mindset. An energy of feeling attacked, but simply rewiring your mind to perceive the attacks as some sort of divine guidance to get you to move in a specific direction. So it's like the divine is using these individuals to push you in a certain direction. Now, there's 2 ways you can look at that. You can look at these individuals as being used by the divine to push you in a certain direction to wake up to the truth, or you can perceive them as being used by the devil to attack you and engaging and succumbing to their tactics. See, the whole message here is not to engage. Recognize it as an illusion. Simply put, just be the bigger person and understand that these are all weapons they're forming against you to stop you from stepping on path. What do we have at the crown, please? Wow. Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy at the crown. Goes along perfectly with everything I just said. This is also an energy of victory, 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 hope, victory, victory. This is this mental clarity coming to you straight from the divine. Divine guidance, under divine guidance. Look at the first half of this spread and look at the second half of this spread. This is an energy of overcoming the matrix that's been laid out in your life, Cap. And this is a very complicated energy. It's starting to pick up pace now, but the first part of this reading felt very slow. It was hard to grab these messages coming through, but it makes perfect sense now what's taking place here. But this is you feeling empowered in the knowing that you're being divinely guided and God has your back. This is representing the light of truth in your life, Cap. It's representing your higher self coming online, steering the ship that is you. This is representing a triumph of divine law and your true will. What do we have at the foundation, please, from the Occult Tarot? 9 of Wands, Sag energy, Marchosius. So energy is wanting to keep you in a very paranoid state, just an overall energy of fear at all times. Typically, this isn't very difficult to do. If they can put all of your focus on everything else but your destiny, your purpose, you're going to essentially be living in fear. Everything outside of being on path or heading towards it is fear. Because everything outside of your path is a form of being completely disempowered by the matrix around you. People, places, things, whatever it is. Feeling attacked because the divine is trying to use these energies to get you to move, to wake you up. There's so much going on in this reading, Cap. There's so many different layers to this. But I feel that the core of this message is coming through here. This 9 of Wands is also representing you needing to persist forward despite any setbacks that may come onto your path, and also keeping boundaries with these individuals from this point forward. You're not to trust any of these people ever again, Cappy. They will look for any opportunity they can to try and re-engage you in these karmic cycles. They will always be trying to find a way in to knock you down from your energetic throne, so to speak. Do not let your guard down to these individuals, Cappy. Not now, not ever. Any individuals who would do something like this to another person is someone you need to dust out of your life for good. These are not normal-minded individuals. These are very low-vibrational, demonically minded, evil individuals who do not change. It's a form of possession. And if they did it once, they'll do it again. What do we have at the sacral? Wow. What a card to follow up everything I just said. 10 of Pentacles, Barbatos. And whenever I get this card, it's like somebody acting like they're sticking their neck out for you. No, Cap, I wouldn't do that. I have your best interest in mind. Just come on now. Come on. Come back over here. Come on, let's talk. How about I do this for you? Come on. Very narcissistic energy. And this is also the kind of energy that will act like they're doing something for you out of the kindness of their heart. But then when these energies start to see you coming up or starting to self-empower and doing well in your life, they'll come back and they'll try to use that against you. Like, well, you're probably not going to be able to take up that opportunity because I'm going to need back, whatever it is they gave to you. It's just an energy where they're trying to take out IOUs on you without you even knowing. It's just an overall energy of trying to come at you from a different angle. But this time they're going to try and disempower you financially or mess with your stability. I just saw somebody popping somebody's tire in my mind's eye. Very basic example of what I'm picking up here. It's like an energy of completely debilitating you so you can't move forward, so to speak. And it's right underneath that 5 of Pentacles. Right? Misery loves company. Here they are, trying to re-engage you in this energy with them. And this person is debilitated, right? Just like I was saying, it's like they're trying to debilitate you from moving forward. Very dangerous energy I'm picking up here, Cap. Do not, I repeat, do not give these energies an audience. Not now, not ever again. Keep it pushing. It's like using any tactic they can against you. Desperate measures, this kind of energy. What do we have at the solar plexus? Oh, I knew this card was going to come out. This follows up everything I just said. For those of you dealing with romantic connections, this is somebody that will try and give you something permanent, if you know what I mean. Knight of Wands, red in its detriment. I just heard I just heard STD on wheels, right? This is what this energy is. They come in this very reckless, chaotic energy, reap absolute havoc however they can, say whatever they have to get you in a compromising position, and then they leave you with something permanent. Knight of Wands, right underneath this Three of Wands. This is you planning for the future. This is them coming in now, using every tactic possible against you. And then as you can see, right before these cards came out, we had this Nine of Wands. You keeping and maintaining these boundaries, pushing forward, keeping your back to these individuals. And I feel like there's multiple energies here. It's like Barbatos and Bathan are in cahoots here.
Were you able to get Cappy? No, not yet, but I'm going to try and use this and that against them. Pop their tire. Give them something they won't be able to get rid of. STD on wheels.
It's just, I'm hearing so much going on here. What do we have at the heart, please? Oh, wow. Further adding to everything I'm picking up here. Asmodeus, lust and weak will. King of Wands in its detriment. Knight of Wands and King of Wands, read as reversals, are probably the two slimiest energies in the entire tarot. These are disgusting, snake-like energies that you're not to engage with. There's a heavy emphasis on sex and intimacy when it comes to the Knight of Wands and King of Wands as well. So take it as it fits for you individuals that are trying to break away from romantic connections that are really holding you back, or quite possibly exes coming back from the past because you're stepping into a new season in your life. Something like this. A new season. Seasoning. I'm hearing something around seasoning. Okay, so it's making me think about doing something to your food. Cap, you have nothing to worry about as long as you have zero engagement with these individuals. Again, there's a big emphasis on keeping your back to these energies, right? Back, back, back. And then we have Vesaria. So we have the star twice now, Aquarius energy, clemency and equilibrium. This is what this is all about. These energies want to completely annihilate your hope because of where you're going. You're a threat. Your path is an enlightened one. It's a chosen one. It's very important not only to your life, but collectively speaking. You have been tasked with walking this path because the things you do on your path have an incremental effect on the vibration of the entire collective. Each one of us has been tasked with similar, and each one of us is going to have to face very specific karmic cycles that try to stifle us, stagnate us, create obstacles and delays on our path so we don't realize this and push forward and essentially defeat the devil in our own individual lives. This is what this is all about. This is you defeating the devil in your life, Cap. Defeating the shadow version of yourself, which is the version that was engaged in these cycles. See, they want to keep you in your shadow traits, so you're vulnerable, so you remain stuck. All they have to do is stagnate you. That's it. Take your time away from you. We only have so much, Cap. What do we have at the throat, please? Three of Swords, Libra energy at the throat. Rahel. The quickly forgiving God. Love and submission. Cures illness. Influences paternal love. Gives long life. Now here you are in this new season of your life, recovering, releasing this sorrow, releasing the pain. It's also an energy of forgiveness. It's something you have from within. Essentially forgiving your shadow for engaging in these cycles. But whenever I see this card, it's like she's driving that sword through that stone, closing out that cycle. Putting your boot on their neck, so to speak. What do we have at the third eye, please? High Priestess, Pisces energy, Ilahia. God, the eternal lasting. Success, protection from magistrates. energy of divine guidance, trusting your intuition, allowing the divine to navigate you through this old karmic cycle and help you step into this new season in your life, armed with wisdom and discernment as you step through this portal and enter into this new timeline. It's also an energy of the subconscious mind. It's like you step into this new season and you start to look back and it almost seems like a bad dream. Like, did that really happen, or was that all a dream? 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 333. It's an energy of putting your plans into action, allowing your personal strength to guide you, your intuition, trusting yourself. This is all connected to your intuition, Cap. The divine wants you to trust the intuitive guidance you're receiving. This whole reading is about taking action, stepping into the unknown, and trusting where the divine is guiding you. There's this unifying force coming into your life to help you transition into this new timeline, Cap. So keep pushing forward. Do not give these energies an audience. And remember, keep your back to the enemy. This is truly the one way you disempower them, by not engaging in their tactics against you. Cap, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video, and thank you for your donations, Cap. Take care.